Beloved, I greet you with the warmest blessings of peace, prosperity, and divine favor. May your heart be open to receive the abundance that God has already prepared for you. Today is the day to embrace faith, trust, and expectation, because unexpected funds are coming from God into your life. Say Ameen. Let your mind and spirit be ready to receive what you have never imagined, and watch as heaven begins to work in ways that will astonish you. Faith is the foundation that activates heaven's provision. When you truly believe that God can bring unexpected funds into your life, you step into a realm where limitations vanish, angels are dispatched, doors are opened, and resources aligned to meet your needs. Faith is not passive. It is a declaration that heaven can and will respond. The moment you believe, the invisible realm begins to shift in your favor. Your words carry authority over your finances. When you declare, God, bring unexpected funds into my life, you are not merely hoping, you are commanding heaven to act. Angels respond to your words, arranging opportunities, connections, and resources to manifest provision. Your declarations are the keys that unlock God's treasure stores, and your faith fuels the movement of supernatural wealth into your life. Do not be discouraged by what you see in the natural. Sometimes the bank account is empty, but in heaven, your provision is already prepared and waiting. What seems absent in your natural life is often multiplying and being perfected in the spiritual realm. God's timing is precise, and every delay is an opportunity for your blessing to be multiplied before it reaches you. Generosity opens the door for multiplication. Every act of giving, whether in faith, gratitude, or obedience, signals heaven to release more. Angels are assigned to watch over your offerings, ensuring that what you release returns to you with increase. Your willingness to give demonstrates trust in God, preparing your heart and your life to receive unexpected funds. Consistency in faith is vital. One-time prayers are seeds, but persistent declarations produce harvest. Speaking regularly, trusting continuously, and acting obediently creates spiritual momentum that cannot be stopped. Angels monitor these patterns, releasing resources strategically to fulfill your declarations. Your persistent faith ensures that provision flows without interruption. Gratitude amplifies God's blessings. When you thank God in advance for the funds that are coming, you are aligning your spirit with abundance. Gratitude is a magnet for favor, and it multiplies the impact of every gift and provision God sends your way. An attitude of thankfulness positions you to receive not only what you expect, but also what you could never imagine. Delays are not denials. They are preparations for greater blessings. The funds God sends may arrive in unexpected ways and at unexpected times, but they are perfectly orchestrated. Your faith bridges the gap between heaven and earth, allowing blessings to manifest fully without limitation. Trust that every moment of waiting is a moment of divine preparation. Fear and doubt cannot stop the flow of heaven's provision. Your empty bank is not a reflection of God's inability, but a signal for your authority to be exercised. Speak boldly, act in faith, and believe without wavering. Angels are dispatched to release resources into your life, orchestrating opportunities and opening doors that no human effort can create. Rise today with expectation and boldness. Declare, believe, and act in faith, knowing that unexpected funds are already on their way to you. Your bank is about to be filled in ways beyond imagination. Heaven is ready, angels are prepared, and God's promises are faithful. Speak with authority, trust without hesitation, and receive the financial breakthrough prepared specifically for you. Faith is the gateway to receiving unexpected funds from God. When you believe in His promises, you activate a spiritual mechanism that works beyond human understanding. Angels begin to move on your behalf, arranging opportunities, connections, and provisions that you could never orchestrate on your own. Your trust in God's faithfulness positions you to receive blessings that defy natural expectations, showing that nothing is impossible for Him. Declarations of faith are powerful tools in unlocking heaven's resources. Every time you speak words of abundance over your life, you are authorizing divine intervention. Say, God, bring unexpected funds into my life, and watch as circumstances shift, doors open, and financial breakthroughs manifest. Your words are instruments of spiritual authority that initiate movement in the unseen realm, setting the stage for blessings to flow into your natural life. Do not be discouraged by delays or empty accounts. What seems absent is often being multiplied and perfected in the spiritual realm. God's timing is always precise, ensuring that blessings arrive complete, abundant, and unstoppable. Every moment of trust, every prayer, and every declaration strengthens your spiritual account, preparing it for the manifestation of wealth that has already been assigned to you. Generosity acts as a multiplier for God's provision. Giving in faith, even when resources seem scarce, signals to heaven that you trust in divine abundance. Angels oversee your acts of generosity, ensuring that your seed returns to you multiplied. Your willingness to release in faith creates a channel for unexpected funds to flow into your life, demonstrating that the universe responds to trust and obedience. Consistency in faith is essential. Repeated declarations, daily prayers, and unwavering trust keep the spiritual pathways open. Heaven responds to persistence, and angels move with greater precision when your faith is steady and continual. Your commitment to speaking, believing, and acting ensures that financial miracles cannot be delayed, manifesting exactly as God intended. Fear and doubt have no place in the life of faith. Scarcity may whisper lies, but your authority in Christ overrules every obstacle. Speak boldly over your finances and trust that God's provision is limitless. Your empty bank is not evidence of lack. It is an invitation for heaven to release resources that exceed your imagination. Expect the unexpected. Divine provision often arrives in ways you cannot predict or calculate. Opportunities, gifts, and financial breakthroughs may appear suddenly, demonstrating God's supernatural ability to provide. The unexpected nature of these funds is a reminder that He is always in control, orchestrating miracles that go beyond human planning. Activate your spiritual account daily through words, prayer, and faith-filled actions. Every declaration of abundance, every act of trust, and every expression of gratitude strengthens the unseen spiritual system working for your benefit. Angels are constantly monitoring these acts, releasing resources at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Trust the timing and perfection of God. While human understanding measures time by days and months, heaven operates on divine precision. Every delay is preparation, and every moment of waiting ensures that when provision arrives, it does so fully, abundantly, and without compromise. Your faith bridges the gap between the invisible and the visible, allowing blessings to manifest seamlessly. Rise today with confidence, expectation, and authority. Declare, believe, and act in faith, knowing that unexpected funds are already on their way to you. Heaven is ready, angels are prepared, and God's promises are unwavering. Your bank is about to be filled in ways beyond your imagination. Speak with faith, trust fully, and receive the financial miracle prepared specifically for you. When you begin to expect the unexpected, you open the doors of heaven for divine surprises to locate you. The realm of faith is not limited by logic or by your current income. It is governed by divine principles that bring supernatural provision when you least expect it. God delights in blessing those who believe beyond their circumstances. Many people wait for the perfect condition before they believe for increase, but faith does not wait. Faith speaks, faith acts, and faith receives. You may not know how the funds will come, but your belief activates the unseen resources of heaven. The moment you start thanking God in advance, heaven begins to move in your favor, aligning opportunities, favor, and unexpected helpers on your behalf. When your words agree with God's promises, you send a signal to heaven that you are ready to receive. Faith-filled declarations like, "My finances are blessed," or "Money is finding me today," are not mere words. They are spiritual commands that cause the unseen to manifest in the seen. The reason many people miss divine provision is that they continue to speak lack instead of abundance, fear instead of faith. Every time you declare increase, you authorize angels to bring divine supply to your account. You are not waiting for luck. You are calling forth divine order and heavenly manifestation. God's economy is not bound by recession, market conditions, or human approval. While the world fears shortage, heaven operates in overflow. You serve a God who owns everything. Gold, silver, and all resources belong to Him. When you trust Him, your financial life becomes a testimony that He still provides manna in modern times. Your obedience, giving, and gratitude become the keys that unlock the flow of unexpected funds. Heaven is not limited. It is waiting for your faith to release its abundance. When you sow into others' needs, you create divine credit in the heavenly bank. What leaves your hand never leaves your life. It enters your future, multiplied by divine power. Every act of generosity writes your name in the records of divine remembrance. That is when the unexpected happens. Refunds you didn't expect, opportunities you didn't apply for, blessings you didn't earn. It is not a coincidence. It is heaven's way of saying, "I saw your seed, and now I am sending your harvest." Never underestimate the power of a grateful heart. Gratitude shifts your vibration from need to abundance, from complaint to confidence. The more you thank God for what you have, the more room you create for what is coming. Every time you wake up and say, thank you, Lord, that my financial story is changing, you are making a prophetic announcement in the spirit realm. Angels take those words and build bridges of provision across your life. Gratitude keeps you aligned with the flow of heaven's favor. Some people live as if their situation is final, but God specializes in rewriting stories. What looks impossible today and can turn around overnight when faith is present. You don't need to figure it out. You just need to believe it out loud. Speak to your finances like they can hear you. Because in the realm of spirit, everything responds to voice. Your wallet can be empty, but your words can be full of power. And when faith speaks, lack loses its grip. You must remember that divine timing is never late. The funds may not appear when you want them, but they will always come when you need them most. God is aligning sources, shifting hands, and commanding others to bless you. Do not be anxious. Be expectant. Your faith is not ignored. It is accumulating interest in heaven's system. Every prayer, every declaration, every act of obedience is a deposit waiting for divine withdrawal. Stay sensitive to the small instructions God gives you. Sometimes your miracle is hidden in obedience. A phone call, an idea, a simple act of faith that opens doors no man can shut. When you act quickly on divine nudges, you accelerate your blessing. Heaven moves fast when faith moves first. Obedience is the currency of manifestation, and it always brings divine reward. When the unexpected arrives, don't act surprised, act thankful. It is the proof that your faith worked, that your prayers were not ignored, and that God is faithful to His word. Testimonies are the evidence of your trust, and they multiply blessings in others' lives. When people see how God favored you, they begin to believe that He can do the same for them. Your story becomes a spark that ignites faith in others. So prepare yourself for divine deposits. Speak wealth, expect abundance, and walk like someone heaven trusts with money. The unexpected funds are already assigned to you, waiting for your faith to activate them. Expect the unexpected, for God's blessings often arrive in ways that defy human reasoning. What seems impossible in the natural is already being arranged in the spiritual realm. Angels are stationed to bring provision, open doors, and connect you with resources that you did not plan for. Your empty bank is not a lack, it is an invitation for divine creativity to manifest in your finances. Every step of faith, every declaration, and every act of obedience sets the stage for God to pour out unexpected funds into your life. Faith is the vehicle through which heaven delivers its treasures. When you believe, unseen forces respond to your declarations, shifting circumstances and orchestrating miracles. Every time you affirm, God, bring unexpected funds into my life, you align yourself with His supernatural plan. Your words are not empty. They are commands in the spiritual realm that angels execute with precision. Your expectation triggers provision even before you see it in your natural account. Do not be discouraged by appearances. Your current financial situation does not define your future. What seems empty now is being multiplied and perfected in heaven. Divine timing is always precise. What is delayed is often being prepared for greater impact. Your faith positions you to receive resources that are perfectly arranged, exceeding your current understanding. Trust the process, for God's provision is already on the way. Generosity activates heaven's multiplication system. Every act of giving demonstrates trust in God's abundance and opens a channel for supernatural provision. Angels oversee the seeds you plant, ensuring that they return to you multiplied. Your willingness to release in faith signals heaven to respond, turning what seems like scarcity into overflow. Giving becomes a spiritual lever that lifts unexpected funds into your account. Consistency in declarations strengthens your spiritual authority. Repeating faith-filled words, daily prayers, and acts of trust create momentum in the unseen realm. Heaven responds to persistence, releasing resources in alignment with your declarations. Your consistent faith ensures that the blessing does not just visit you temporarily, but establishes a lasting flow of provision and opportunity. Fear and doubt block the release of supernatural funds. Scarcity is a lie, but your words of faith dismantle it. Speak boldly over your finances, trust God's limitless power, and know that the angels are actively working to deliver the provision that has already been assigned to you. Your empty bank becomes the canvas for God's miraculous supply when you act in authority and faith. Prepare to receive in unexpected ways. God often delivers provision through people, opportunities, and situations that you could not foresee. The blessing may arrive suddenly, subtly, or even in ways that challenge your expectations. The important thing is to remain expectant, knowing that heaven's timing is flawless and that every blessing is divinely orchestrated for your good. Activate your spiritual account daily through faith-filled words, gratitude, and obedience. Every declaration, every prayer, and every act of trust strengthens the unseen system that governs heavenly provision. Angels monitor these actions and respond to them strategically, ensuring that your financial miracle arrives perfectly timed and abundantly multiplied. Trust in God's perfect timing, even when the funds have not yet appeared. Know that heaven is working behind the scenes. Delays are not denials. They are divine preparations. The waiting period ensures that when provision arrives, it comes fully, perfectly, and beyond your imagination. Your faith bridges the gap between the spiritual and natural realms, allowing blessings to flow seamlessly. Rise with confidence and bold expectation. Declare, believe, and act in faith. The unexpected funds are already on their way to you. Heaven is ready. Angels are prepared, and God's promises are faithful. Your bank is about to be filled in ways that exceed your imagination. Speak with authority, trust without hesitation, and receive the divine provision assigned specifically for you. Divine provision often comes in ways we do not anticipate, and the sooner you align your heart with faith, the sooner unexpected funds begin to manifest. Heaven is constantly orchestrating opportunities, connections, and resources to flow into your life. Your empty bank is not a limitation, but a stage set for God's supernatural supply. Angels are dispatched to execute His plans, moving unseen to ensure that blessings reach you at the perfect time. Every prayer, declaration, An act of obedience sets the stage for a miraculous financial turnaround. Faith is the key that unlocks these blessings. When you believe in God's promises, unseen forces respond immediately. Speaking words of faith like, God, release unexpected funds into my life, commands heaven to act. Angels take these declarations seriously and move with precision to align circumstances in your favor. Your expectation triggers the movement of supernatural resources, demonstrating that faith is not passive. It is a powerful, activating force. Never be disheartened by what you see in the natural. Your current financial situation does not define your future. What may seem delayed or insufficient is being multiplied and perfected in the spiritual realm. God's timing is always perfect, and every moment of waiting is a preparation for blessings that exceed human understanding. Trust in His timing and in His ability to turn your situation around. Generosity is a powerful catalyst for divine provision. Every act of giving in faith signals trust in God's abundance and opens a channel for supernatural supply. Angels oversee your offerings, ensuring they return to you multiplied. Giving is not just an act of obedience. It is a spiritual investment that invites unexpected funds into your life. The more you release in faith, the more heaven responds with abundance. Consistency in faith strengthens the flow of blessings. Daily declarations, persistent prayers, and unwavering trust create momentum in the spiritual realm. Heaven responds to persistence, releasing resources in alignment with your faith-filled words and actions. Your consistent faith ensures that blessings are not temporary, but establish a lasting flow of provision. Fear and doubt can block the release of God's blessings. Scarcity is a lie, but faith dismantles it. Speak boldly over your finances and trust that God's supernatural resources are limitless. Angels are working on your behalf, orchestrating circumstances and opening doors to release the unexpected funds that have already been prepared for you. Your empty bank is transformed into a canvas for divine creativity through your faith. Expect provision in unexpected ways. God often delivers resources through people, opportunities, and situations that you cannot foresee. The blessing may arrive suddenly, subtly, or in ways that challenge human logic. The key is to remain expectant, open, and ready, trusting that heaven's timing is flawless and that every provision is perfectly orchestrated for your good. Activate your spiritual account through faith, prayer, and gratitude. Every declaration, every act of trust, and every expression of thankfulness strengthens the unseen system working for your benefit. Angels monitor these actions and release resources at the perfect time. Consistency in faith ensures that blessings manifest fully, abundantly, and without delay. Trust in God's perfect plan and timing. Delays are not denials. They are preparations for greater abundance. Your faith bridges the gap between heaven and earth, ensuring that provision arrives fully prepared, overflowing, and timely. What is unseen is already in motion, moving toward your life in miraculous ways. Rise with bold expectation and unwavering faith. Declare, believe, and act, knowing that unexpected funds are already on their way. Heaven is ready, angels are prepared, and God's promises are faithful. Your bank is about to be filled beyond imagination. Speak with authority, trust fully, and receive the divine financial breakthrough that has been assigned specifically for you.